Messed up. Hey, don't get like that. I'm sorry I brought it up. Can I get you something to drink? I turn back to glance at David, my nose tip brushing against the cloth, sending a tingle across my face. Seeing him, I remember again. I'm in another world, as if I didn't have enough worries back home. Now I have a whole new world to worry about here. Another world, which I had never heard of, I'm supposed to believe is real. Just because things are here right in front of my eyes. So much strange stuff has happened to me that maybe I could just be dreaming. Is this man even real? Is he really there? Maybe he isn't. I've read that there are illusions. Would I prefer an illusion? Would I prefer this to be a dream? Maybe some sort of virtual reality? You're in a game, Winter! This whole idea is so ridiculous. What's worst of all, I find myself rather on the fence about his offer for a second drink. It would not be bad, actually. To get who I am for a little while, perhaps longer, it would be natural. No, it would also be dangerous. I force the dark notion aside, steady the course. I draw my head back into the nest of my arms, hair curling over fingers, and I bring myself up, countenance solemn. No, I think I've had enough. Suit yourself. I will. Look at David. Alright, what's next again? I need to figure out what the root of the problem. It usually has something to do with the troubles of the people, right? It'll just be forward then. Has anything been troubling you lately? Nothing more unusual, I suppose. I'm just here to commemorate the occasion. That wage check takes a major load off. Though it's really too bad that we're still under Gabriel's boot. Gabriel's. You know, I bet they let the bill pass just to avoid revolt. They don't give a shit about us. I was kind of wanting to avoid swearing, to be honest, but not being given a choice, really. Gabriel, that's not this country, is it? Wasn't that... Ah, the mother country, of course. I think that Brighton shouldn't be, a colony of theirs anymore. It was labelled as an independent in the dossier. I need to know more. How might I ask properly? Ah. What about the, president? He seems to be working for us. He does, right? You know, it doesn't matter. He's just a figurehead. He can't do anything without Gabriel's approval. Couldn't even raise a military to defend against Fedria without them kicking up a fuss. Well, hell, it took 6 months before they let him train a single soldier. I'll give him some credit though. They kept crying about it, and have been funding us rightly ever since. Probably realised that if Fedria took us over, they'd lose their workhorse. Fedria is a third country sharing a border with Brighton. What was it I read about them last night? Don't we have a truce with them or something? It's been around for a while. Yeah, but it's hardly there. Fedria's never been too afraid to start a war or two over some real estate, or with some insult to their forefathers, whatever excuse. Our truce with them is just a piece of paper. If they wanted to, they'd take us down in a heartbeat. Or they would have, at least until we got an army to secure the border. Never know though. Wow, this guy talks a lot. It's wonderful. I hardly have to say a word. Or at least, I wouldn't if he didn't seem to want me to respond now. I put in a bit of an angry expression for a second, but then reconsider. Maybe a sad expression would be better. What's my character anyway? Am I being myself here? Wait, no. None of this matters, just answer. That's terrible. Okay, I need the question, maybe I should let some of my ignorance show. Why is it like this anyway? You don't know? Hell, I'm not surprised. They practically skip over that in schools, give it a paragraph maybe. Sure, they'll tell you Brighton used to be a Gabriel colony. We gained our independence 120 years ago. They just never mention the cost of that freedom. Economic sanctions, crazy ones. I mean, they weren't always crazy. Back then, minimum wage could feed you and more. Sanctions haven't changed though, haven't just with the dollar's value and cost of living. We screwed up, got lulled into this false sense of liberty, got so caught up in things we could do, we forgot what we can't. Thanks to inflation, these sanctions are making us so poor, they're killing us. I mean, literally killing us. What a great thing to bring up when there's something to celebrate, but don't think they're tracking just how many have died trying to live. I know I've definitely lost count. Then, is this the route? I mean, it sure does suck that these people are poor. Really. Though honestly, in this way for so long, they should be used to it. Wow! The douchiness of my character just continues to surprise me. What is poor exactly? The television was harping on it earlier, and David was harping on it just now. So I think it must be important, but, you know, it's nonsense to even consider this seriously. I don't understand any of this. The obsession over the economy, excitement over higher wages, none of it makes sense. Poor is not having enough for a snack. Money is a trivial thing. Another thing that is not even a major society of the world. That being the case, how come we're dealing with it at all? And Cyrus, what does he think of dragging me here? Probably only wanted a drink. What can I learn about the whole world from just one person? Not much. Ah, stupid. Stupid. Ugh, it must be something else. If it's so terrible here, I wonder how it is in Gabria. Complete luxury, they live like kings. Even their bums live better than us. Wow, that is a filthy thing to say, Dave. We're ashamed of you. Me and Winter here, we're ashamed of you, Dave. Dave. I like your hair. It's a damn miracle any of them work at all, with how much they get for free. They get fired, the state takes care of it. They're hurt, the state covers it. No job to start with, the state. The state will go to the goddamn moons for its precious Gabrians. Can you believe it? People are starving here. It's that kind of fucking bullshit. That I winced and raised my shoulders a little. Oh, sorry. It's okay. I don't really take any offensive to words or rude language. I was never terribly fond of them. I've grown used to their bite. The harsher ones, anyway. It's a bit shocking to hear one in that tone. I decided to look back at the television, feeling embarrassed on David's behalf for reasons beyond my immediate comprehension. It airs the same sport for all the 4 seconds before cutting out. When the picture returns, a twisty and intricate crest, a duck flying with a sword and a pickaxe, looks like, appears on the screen, set against a noble blue. Could this be a team logo? Address the audience from the coach and the captain. Oh, I want to see. I lay back a feet from the counter until I'm supporting myself only slightly with my fingers and whisking with the stool's 2 hind legs. Honestly, the warmth of the beer is not completely dissipated. David, what is that? Holy. George, turn it up. The person who's wiping glass behind the counter raises his eyebrows slightly, then reaches listlessly for the remote. It's in his hands. He turns and gives the television a tired glance. The crest on the screen wakes his eyes immediately, and he is soon mashing the volume. I hear David shifting at my right, and it sounds as though he is turning in the direction of Cyrus and the man. Clark, get over here! Oh, so that is the man's name. Clark. Clark and Cyrus look at David strangely, and strangely look at one another, and they begin to rushing over. I find their antics confusing and warranted. Where's the big deal over this? In a few moments, the whole gaggle of men surround television. Even the waiters stop cleaning tables to watch. I suppose it's popular and all, but this is a little bit much, isn't it? This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Please play close attention to the following message. Oh. I'm dumb again. The message will begin in 40 seconds. This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Please pay close attention to the following message. The message will begin in 30 seconds. Goodness, this is it, isn't it? It, the thing, the problem. Oh no, I'm not ready for this. Clean up garbage is one thing, but this is completely another thing. I don't even know what exactly. I stare at Cyrus's eyes for him to comfort my spirits. I find nothing, as I do not know why I bothered at all. His face is indiscernible, as ever, aside from the serious brown lip, of course. The message will begin in 10 seconds. Crap! The message will now play. The crest vanishes, revealing a man in a suit at a desk. A dapper brown suit and a large brown desk. Imagine he must be important, as the crest from before is quite brazenly carved into the wood of his furniture. As for the man himself, he looks older than Cyrus, which is ancient at worst, and age 60 at least. He looks very tired. His face is worn, his spirit does nothing for the mood. He does have some fake-looking hair, though. That's pretty funny. I almost have a small chuckle, but given the severe expression of my company, I decided it would be best to stifle it. Brighton we have enjoyed. As people, as a country, as a workforce, we've enjoyed these past 120 years. Surely you are all very, very tired. I, my people, my friends, am very, very tired. The word sobering meant little to me before this. I completely understand it at this moment. The way this man carries himself, his speech, and his dour voice all combine to chill the warmth from my head. I set my stool back down and have an actual seat, looking at the monitor with a certain intensity. The man has me engaged. I'm tired of the media, portraying our common man the fool, an ignorant sort, all too glad to do the deeds of his betters. Tired of these foreign companies providing us work and wages that will celebrate for only pennies more. Tired of hearing my people say in passing in normalcy, "No, I do not know if we will today. Perhaps tomorrow." Brighton, I am tired of our masters. I am so tired. People of Brighton, we have grown so used to freedom, we have forgotten that we are not free. This chair and this desk, this state of an office on which I play my part is evidence of that. I offer a serious and composed look to Cyrus. If I understand correctly, and I can't say I'm one for understanding much of anything in this world, seems this leader here is not much of a leader as he might like. Which frankly I don't quite get. The way leadership works back home, at least on a large scale, is that several especially intelligent and reasonable people rule over all of us. The idea of power being not enough or being feigned seems complicated to me. Like, what's the point? Why the show? I'd like to ask Cyrus about it, but he hasn't returned my gaze, instead remains focused on the television. I suppose I'll just have to keep listening. But I am not here to tell you the troubles of our state. I'm not here to tell you the glory of our fathers. I'm here to confirm the quiet whispers through the eyes and the worried murmurs of Gabriel and Elite. Pardon? Consider this a threat. People of Gabriel, you are forced to comply with my demands, or a nuclear weapon will be launched into your country. That can't be good. Winter, come here for a minute. I rise and step over to my mentor, feeling surprisingly clear-headed and befuddled all at once. He takes me from the council, leaving the three gentlemen to discover whatever exactly is going on. The man on television has report up. A nuclear weapon? The hell is that? What does Barnaby think he's doing? Can't believe he really did it. What kind of place does he think this is? Sir, could you please break down what just happened? I'm kinda lost here. Winter! I know we only just arrived, but did you look at the files you were given at all? I did. Have you been paying attention to anything out there? I have. You have? You have? Explain who that man is. Explain anything! Don't put me on the spot like that. The leader of Brighton said, President Barnaby, he's angry about Gabriel. I'm not an idiot. Gracious, why can't I articulate or explain it any better? I just want to clarify some things because I'm shadowing you. God, Cyrus, you're such a bitch. Sorry. I reacted out of impulse. I forget how unprepared life in our world can leave us for these things. His tone shook me up quite a bit. I'm shivering a little. I was going to lie and say I understand, but I'm having quite a lot of trouble speaking right now. I want to go home. Winter, you may not have realized the severity of this situation. This isn't going to be a community service like your first assignment. I know that. Hey, Eyes Straight Harrison. Allow me to be frank. Brace yourself, because there might be a lot of dying happening soon. Dying? But... I'm shocked, honestly. I figured those rumors I heard from Clark were only that. Hold it. Hold it. Death? I just thought... As far as we knew, this world hasn't even developed nuclear weapons yet. What did I think? He said weapon. Am I daft? Though with their strides in utilizing nuclear fusion for electricity, I suppose it was only a matter of time. People are going to die? It's people dying! Just slow it down for a second. I suppose that's what comes with our job. Not everything can be in the dossiers, right? We smooth over the creases and bring chaos to order. Shouldn't it be order to chaos? Slow it down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Those sudden wars really are rare. War? My mind starts to tumble and my heart tries to explode from my chest. I definitely can't handle this. War isn't something I'm supposed to take care of. Shut up, don't excite the locals. I cover my mouth and raise my shoulders. Of course they're looking for a war. You can't believe people dying is just a commonality. Do you even think properly? I'm finding it incredibly hard to think anything properly right now. Shaking, I turn to see the people at the counter. They, thankfully, are still engrossed in the president's speech. I back to Cyrus and speak softly through my fingers. Shouldn't I go home? Yeah. Oh. This was supposed to be something like diplomacy. Goes to show you how important it is to get a look at the situation yourself. Anyway, if what I heard is right, we don't have time to get you out of here without causing a scene. As you should know, interplanet shifts take longer to prepare than just moving from place to place. But I'll protect you no matter what happens, Winter, and you know how to escape if you really must. Yeah, yes. I don't know if I want to do that anymore, though. If you're talking about maybe dying. Of course, we don't have a lot of time in general. It's demands I couldn't care less about, but this deadline. 4 hours. Consider this a powerful lesson and come with me. Are we gonna go talk down to dude with the gun? We proceed to exit the bar without saying goodbye. It seems it's time to get to work. Is it too bad that I'm terrified? He takes the streets at a quick pace, Cyrus leading to wherever. I find difficulty with him though. I'm always the one, my head is still swimming from the mention of war. What level is the war, do you think? You mean what level do you think it'll be? It hasn't happened. With any luck, it won't. Look. I'm thinking this could be something like a 4 on the scale. 4? 4? Oh gracious, 4 is only 1 away from 5. Winter could do maths. And 2 from 6. which is terrible. 6 is very, very terrible. The worst. Even 4 though, 4 without rules. Oh, that must be particularly gross. It's a very disturbing prospect, so disturbing that I grabbed my hair and almost shut my eyes. What exactly is this? What will happen? Test. What do you think? Is it really the time for tests? Be appreciative that I'm even doing this work, Winter. You seem so much more angry than before. How irksome. What do I think? What it could be? Well, first of all, Gabriel will respond to Brian's threat. Possibly. Possibly, why wouldn't they? I'll answer that for you, because it might work in their favour to ignore it. I don't get it. Just think, Winter. Okay, just think what advice you are. Well, if they launch the bomb into the country, then Gabriel would have a reason to fight back. And they would have a reason to then lower the wages and put them back into pretty much slavery afterwards because they tried to commit genocide. And they just don't care at all about Brighton, and like this tantrum is an excuse to destroy them. That's cool. I know keep on how I'm like a fish tempted to walk. That's right, Winter. You're right about what they wouldn't respond. Yeah, I got it as well. Yeah. What? How absurd. Isn't Gabriel Leech on Brighton's back? They need Brighton, so why would they want to destroy it? Well, they wouldn't actually destroy Brighton. What they would do is invade and take away what little freedom and independence the country still clings to. Yes, Iris! Me and you were on the same wavelength, brah. And that little brain there. Probably there. There-ish. And they'll be able to take advantage of the citizens in ways unprecedented. What a disgusting thought. I can hardly even imagine it. Alright, now here's another question. Why does Brighton take on Gabriel? Damn it, Cyrus. How should I know? Same way you knew the first answer. I was bullshitting. Yes, Winter. Yes. Language. Sorry, sir. Thinking about recent events might help. Well, recently they gave them money to start a military. What's in the codex? Gabriel. Read that quickly. You have to pause it and read it if you want to go back to the story. Goodness, are you trying to get me to think of the place of murderers? Those are boots I would not like to fill. I guess I have to, though. You mentioned recent events. I can't think that the Norwegian creatures have been involved in this country enough to believe that it's tantamount to obviously superior nation. Especially with how unimpressed the president seems to be about it. Even David wasn't terribly excited. Oh, David! What was it that Dave mentioned earlier? The new army. The person I spoke with, his name was Dave. He said that Brighton had gotten a military recently to defend against the border country. Fedria. He said it was because Fedria is dangerous and ignores treaties, but isn't it far more likely that no was actually created to engage with Gabriel? An actual military and what seems to be a new kind of weapon, at least judging from how the locals reacted, that would explain their confidence. I think. See, Winter? You are cut out for this. Heh. Wait, don't reference things I mumbled to myself before we came in. Really? Then you understand the situation. Yes, but I'm curious. Isn't this more like a level 5 war? It's Brighton and Gabriel are technically separate. I can't call what might happen in a civil war. Then it's technicality, just technicality. I figured Brighton and Gabriel were still very close. Well, look at you. You're all calm. All calm. I frown with indignation. I am not at all calm if this is essentially a level 5 war. Well, you look at it. I'm not let up with my frown. Well, that isn't all there is. All this might pursuit largely has to do with what level I would give this potential war. Cyrus stops and I stop in turn. We are now in front of the fountain. It took me the entire time to not realize that the city streets are deserted. Nor was there even clear of those ragged children who would ask us for pennies. Could it be that everyone was listening to the address? Before I could drift off from this thought, Cyrus looks down at me. A nuclear weapon is one that can kill a lot of people and destroy a lot of things almost instantly. Excuse me? Honestly, Winter, what do you think I meant earlier when I said a lot of dying could be expected? I won't go into detail, but it's not something we can talk about yet. I've dealt with it before, though. We're lucky. I'm not lucky at all, not even in the slightest. What kind of thing is that? Is it magic? Yes, Winter, it's magic. This isn't a magical war, Winter. I think the higher ups you won't be going to those just yet. They're less fun than they sound. I should not be going to worlds with wars either. Point. You can check your codex for more information on what we'll be dealing with if you'd like. I already did that. Once it's important to update them anyway, so at least that'll give you something to do while you wait. What's it called exactly? Just nuclear weapon seems rather broad. It could be a weapon or fruit drink. I believe that it's a fusion bomb. The bomb we didn't specify, the rumor I heard supports it. Also makes sense considering their reactors. Oops, Daisy. Reactors? You forgot? We saw them when we first arrived. This country utilizes fusion reactors for power. Alright, the looming and shadowy giants stand on the distant steeps. I remember not waiting to remember them. They were disconcerting. Like many other things here, they looked a mess, and unlike many other things here, they vibrated. I thought we were going to violently break apart. Anyway, fusion bombs should be under weapons, obviously. Maybe not pure fusion, but most words can only do so much. Not pure? Well, it's limited reaction jump started by fission. True fusion bombs are rather like man-made stars. Stars are beautiful, but they're also explosions. Not the word I'd use for those. Keep this distinction in mind, read that fusion bomb entry. Right, understood. All this Cyrus turns to me and begins raising his wrist to his mouth. He suddenly pauses, though, and addresses me again. Pauses. Oh, Winter? Why, alright. Check out the appropriate entries pertaining to this world. Always mind your codex, it could save lives. Remember to keep tabs on it. Understood, sir. Looking at my own wrist, both of us are sporting bracelets look very similar to stars, and thin to watches. We have to regularly hide these from viewers. We are advised that they can consider suspicious looking things usually. Hey, it's Cyrus. You guys probably noticed that there is some trouble in this world. Yes, more trouble. Cut the cutesy crap, this isn't the time. I'm actually... Oh, he's actually what? Exactly. Oh, look at him. He notices that I'm listening, shifts low, and walks out of my range of hearing. That is worrisome. Where's fusion bomb? There's no fusion bomb, actually. I look back at my wrist device, my ICD. Interplanet communication device, a name which does not actually cover all that it does. It also carries a database and tells time. And probably 1,000 other things, as it is that fancy. Honestly, if there is anything magical I encountered so far as a student mediator, it is most definitely the ICD. Science magic or some such. It basically does everything. It's how we go to other worlds and teleport around them. We can open a tiny pocket dimension for holding things. An inventory, it's called. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, inventory. And it came from my own world. I never would have imagined. Just a Potter. Right now I need to access the codex. I focus this thought, open the codex, and the device recognizes the command as it is linked with my mind, which is awesome. Yeah. Turn on to it. The sound the holographic screen emits from the device is rather inconspicuous fashion, yet still an acceptably readable size. I begin to navigate the database, searching for, well, let's see, Sul, Brighton, Gabria, and Phaedria too, I suppose. I think I'll leave Fusion Bomb for last. I'm gonna refuse to read this out loud because it's gonna actually break my voice, so I'll scroll down and read as I read. I hate everyone equally. Fusion bomb. Says fusion weapon, which are fusion. Pure fusion weapons is the entry of tube region. Oh my god, is it different pictures? I thought it was these pictures. I know, but fusion bomb should be. So this is amazing. I smile pleasantly in admiration of the technology. Most unfortunately, my smile is very, very temporary. As it turns out, the fusion bomb is incredibly horrible. It will detonate and destroy everything in a very large radius with its so rapid. In its wake, a kind of miasma, so powerful that it sticks to a place for several decades before dissipating. It causes sickness to those who do not die, and greatly increases the chance of cancer and mutations in the children of survivors. Once again, I'm in front of a sensible reality with persistence in my introduction to the Mediatorium. Mediatorium. This is not even something you would read about in storybooks. This is not a thing one can imagine. Why would you kill somebody else? Why would you kill hundreds, thousands, millions? What's more, such effects? What does that accomplish? They said I would not understand it for a long time, that it would be covered later on in my schooling, and that until then, I would not be allowed to mediate wars. I need to understand this now, though. It may go down in a matter of hours. What will happen if I remain in this foolish ignorance of mine? My heart thumps and my stomach twists. I put my hand over my mouth and squeeze my eyes shut. I'm not the type to freak out, but I am freaking out a lot today. Winter! Ah. Come on, calm down. We'll make it through this and you'll be better off for okay. Cyrus, you're here for me. I appreciate that. I close my codex and look at Cyrus, who has placed his hand on my shoulders. The gesture does not help. For some reason, it makes me feel worse. My heart tightens and my tears escape from my lids. I feel the same feeling that comes when I imagine how it would be if my dad were to die. But the thing is much more distorted and disgusting. I enter Cyrus with a warbling voice, emotions and tats. I'm sorry, sir, but I don't understand, and I'm sorry I'm stupid. Winter, come on, hey, you aren't stupid. You're a smart girl. I am. I'm incredibly stupid, you know it. You know it. You know it. You're just a bit hard-headed. It's okay. You're young, Winter, and you're strong too. You're strong, Winter. You're a strong Winter. You're a cold Winter. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. I raise my head and look at his face. Through my tears, I can see that Cyrus' cheeks are more flushed than my own. He jumps a little as if he were startled and hugs my head to his chest. His heart is beating very fast, and I clutch at the bottom of the shirt. When he speaks, his voice reverberates through his body in a powerful way. So powerful, that I even feel a little more confident. We will not fail. Wow, Cyrus. That is deep.